Hi, this is Sun Mushy here to brighten whoever's day, and this is a pick a card reading video on I guess Wednesday, May 9th. How is your day? So, I'm gonna shuffle the song. Whoop! I'm gonna put those back in. Okay. So I want you to pick between numbers 1 and number 2. Because last time I did 3 readings and it went on for like like 40 minutes or something. So I'm gonna try to stick to 2 readings. And of course there's, well, yeah, just check the description. That's how many readings there will actually be, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be 2. So go ahead and contemplate on number 1 or number 2. Whichever one really resonates with you, go with that one, I guess. But you could, you know, watch both, like, parts. Like, you can watch both readings, number 1 and 2, you know. Free will and whatnot. Okay, so if you pick number 1, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so how is your day today? So today it's odd. Perhaps you just woke up with a bad feeling. I'm not a huge fan of this reading, to be honest, but let's see. Princess of Cups. Maybe today is a chill day, like you don't want to do anything really, even like, so today I woke up and I was like, wow, it's so sunny, like, woo, lots of stuff to do. But perhaps you woke up and you're like, no, I don't want to go do that right now. Oh, weird, the lighting is kind of strange, but this is the Princess of Cups, and so, yeah, maybe how your day is today is that you don't want to do anything. But I think that has a lot to do with how you are feeling, obviously. But what am I getting from this? I think it's because you're really focused on something else. I think it's possible that you're focused on a difficult situation, is what I'm getting, but I'm not quite sure yet. Yeah, perhaps it's your home situation, or I don't know, a place. It could be in your mind, like a tower, so to speak, like a safe spot, a foundation within you that's kind of falling apart, maybe. This is the vibe I'm getting for some reason. I don't know why, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm wondering, what's this about? Ooh, okay. Well, okay, this could, I think they're saying feelings-wise, like, about, like, safety and, like, emotions, I don't know, or, like, people, basically all that stuff, socially and whatnot. Like, I think you're feeling fine. I think, that's actually something that's going pretty good, but rather this reading might be just simply talking about maybe money or your living situation. It might be you are, I see. It's perhaps you would love to actually spend today doing stuff, having a good time, but you woke up knowing you can't. You woke up knowing, even though you have so much love and emotions and creativity to give right now, that you can't do that at the moment because you gotta work. is possibly what the Nine of Swords is referring to for the way I pick up this reading. And I get the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, saying like, maybe you had a foundation, but it wasn't a very powerful one. Or it's like, in order to maintain stability, you're going to have to really put in this work. And honestly, at the end of the day, it seems like if you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be drained. You might have some like physical pain going on with like everything that happens, but could be weird, but I think I'm into it. You know I'm one. Let's pull cards about your future and clarify on this Ten of Swords. Oh, could all be the best kind of friends. You said you're into closure. Shake hands, they're supposed to. Oh. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, today's gonna be a pretty momentous day in a weird way. It's not gonna be like a big change or anything so far of what I see. But like honestly, it's gonna be like you're gonna like put a bunch of work into whatever you're doing today, and in a sense, you're not really gonna, whatever this work is, you're not really gonna obtain that financial stability or whatever this, or maybe this is like literal like home stability that you're looking for. It looks like whatever you're going to be really contemplating on or really working hard at, fighting for, like mentally, it's going to lead you to some pain is what I'm getting. It's going to lead you to probably the result you're not looking for, because I get the Justice in reverse, so to me it sounds like at the end it's going to be like, why did this happen? I did everything right, and yet you're getting treated, or you're getting the result as if you did something wrong. Like, it's gonna be like, I don't understand, I opened myself up, I opened the doors, you know, like, I was being open to the world, or whoever, or whatever the situation is, and yet, all you got was, in a sense, misfortune. You got the opposite of what should happen, so that's interesting. So, perhaps, let's go with some advice on today. Yeah, maybe today really isn't supposed to be a fighting day. Maybe you should chill today. Have a good time. Try to have some fun. You know, just, yeah, don't make any, like, quick decisions regarding relationships or regarding people. Well, I don't want to say that. Basically, I'm saying maybe focus on being playful is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, have a little, like, fun today. Maybe it's all about perspective. Maybe if you had some fun, a lot of these cards could honestly be turned around, is the vibe I get. Yeah, because you guide how your day goes. It's, you know, as much as I give a reading, like, I don't mean to, like, insinuate, this is how it is. Like, when I do a reading, it's kind of like timelines in my life. All it is, really, is just, like, a possibility, an option. It's like an option that you may or may not resonate with, you know? If you don't resonate with this, then, you know, definitely this video wasn't for you, and my apologies if it feels like your time was wasted. But if it does resonate with you, definitely it's important to know, and for anyone really, it's important to know that you do control your own destiny. You do control how your day goes, or how your life goes, really. And, you know, of course there are a lot of things that will be out of your control, but all these cards, that's the funny thing, all these cards are cards that really have a lot to do with your control. Like Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, you totally can have that solid foundation. It could be very much that you have it, and you're just not seeing it. You're feeling like it's unstable and that it's not there. But I think there's a lot of care and love in your environment anyways that maybe you're just not looking at right now. And if you were to look towards that safe aspect of where you are, your pain might get relieved a little bit. You might get a sense of justice, like, okay, things are going in a way that you feel you deserve. And I think this card has it right. Keeping yourself open to the world is how I see this, but like, you know, wouldn't it be bad to like build a bit, like it, you know, you might want to go a bit into yourself and heal. I think you can heal yourself if you're going through any sort of pain. And then of course Wheel of Fortune, I see how that could always like be turned on around. So let's see. Let's do a final clarifier for yeah, how is your day? What are you worried about? You're not worried about a person, or like what this means to me. Okay, I'm picking up on what this means. You're worried about someone you really care about, and it's not a love interest, oddly enough, I don't think. It's someone who's similar to a love interest, like perhaps a family member, or perhaps a coworker, or a really good friend. I think you're really worried. Yeah, in the present, you're really trying to think about how to approach this person. You're like, how do I approach this person? Maybe this is about what you think of them. Maybe you're thinking that they're not in a stable place, and so your swords, you're trying not to hurt them. You're scared that you hurting them will break down what they're trying to build up, because right now, or in there, you know that they're going, okay, this isn't really much of a past, present, future anymore, but I see it now. Okay, so it's like, or I see some other possibility that this could all be about. It could very much be you're afraid of hurting a person with all of your thoughts and what you have to say, and that it might ruin what the two of you might already have, or just like what the other person is trying to build on, or what you're trying to build on. Yeah, I think I get it now. It's like, I don't think you're questioning if you even have a safe place. I think you're questioning like this, like the possibility of breaking that safe place. Yeah, and yeah, okay, yeah, and once again, you know, you control your own destiny. I think you'll know what the right choice is, or like what you should do to, I don't know, to guide yourself towards a brighter day. Oddly enough, as much as those cards didn't seem very positive, I get the feeling that whoever's watching this video is probably having at least a decent day, I would hope. So yeah, alright, if you picked number 2, let's see, that's at the 13:30 mark. Okay, not too bad. Oops. If you picked number 2, this is your reading. How is today gonna go? May 9th. And also I might upload this a different day, or like if you watch this on a different day, I think it can still resonate with you. This is really a how's your day kind of reading. Okay. And then it seems like today you're gonna be going through I don't want to say big change, but, or you're just going to be really looking at things differently is how I pick up on that vibe for some reason. And let's see, what's this? You might have woken up today feeling like, okay, today's not going to be about money. Today's not going to be about what is this trying to tell me? Come on, universe, help me out. Yeah, okay, this is a lot. Today, yeah, today is basically all about you. Today is about you and your journey, your spiritual journey. So, the vibe I'm getting is don't worry about how others might perceive, like, how you feel about them, or, like, what money you're supposed to be making, or, like, aren't you supposed to be in school? Like, if you heard someone say, aren't you supposed to be in school, you're supposed to be like, that doesn't matter, I'm on my spiritual journey. If you hear someone say, like, hey, shouldn't you be a little more careful with your words? You're gonna be like, I shouldn't worry about that person, I'm focused on my spiritual journey. Or if they're like, hey, wasn't that kind of rude what you just said? Like, again, your word, you should be focused on your spiritual journey. That's the vibe I'm getting from this reading. It's like, don't worry about your feelings, your financial situation, like you're like, you know, like the life you're trying to build. You like, don't worry about like even your words or your thoughts. Just let all of those go however they want to go, and focus on your spiritual journey, I would say. It feels like there's some sort of spiritual awakening, but let's see. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna continue to shuffle. Okay, universe. Next time you do something weird like that, I'm just gonna do the bridge. How about that? Okay. That makes me want to pick it, but I said I'm gonna do the bridge, so let's do the bridge. Up and away. Oops. Okay, well, they really want me to pick that card. So, Four of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual journey day, spiritual day, or just a life. Like, this is a you day. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And I think whatever you're thinking about or like getting guided towards, it's going to be getting guided towards realizing what's important to keep and what's important to leave behind. You're going to kind of realize in every journey, there's always things when you have to pack up your stuff. There's always going to be some stuff that gets left behind. But it's definitely not the world like that you're leaving behind. Like, if anything, the spiritual journey is guiding you closer to the world. Yeah, I'd say the spiritual journey, or this life journey that whatever this journey that you're going on about yourself and you, it's giving you some knowledge about the world that I would say is very much needed. I'd say that's a good thing. Knowing about the world is always pretty good. Let's see, the Eight of Swords. It's almost like it's your duty to do this. Like, you feel like it's you're getting a calling to do this, sorta. It feels like you almost need, well, I should have done quote mark, but like, it feels like you almost need to do this journey, and that like, it's really what's on your mind anyways, like spirituality and like whatever this stuff is. At least I think, like, or I feel. You could be someone who's like, no, I'm not a spiritual person. Like, that's fine. I don't mean to insinuate anything or like to suggest anything like that. If you disagree, like, by all means, if you disagree, you disagree. But I get the feeling you're someone who is very spiritual, and you are someone who is very much thinking about it and very much wants to go into that world some more. But I'm guessing that, I'm feeling that you're doing it very carefully, which is kind of odd. Like, when I went into my spiritual journey, I just went head in. I was like, woo! It's kind of like, you got a lot of wisdom about this journey. You kind of understand the risks and the consequences of if you just tackled it head on and like believed everything you heard, believed everything you felt. You're kind of like questioning it as well, basically. You're questioning the spiritual journey you're on because you're a bit of a skeptic as well, is what I'm picking up from that card. And I think you might be a little bit limited in this journey, honestly, for a weird reason. So this card. It's kind of hard to see, but dang. But basically, there's like cups down on this table in front of this like tavern that you might be inside of, and it's kind of like you're so focused on what this journey means to you that you aren't getting this bigger picture of what the journey can connect you to the world, which is almost a contradiction, because you know spirituality is feeling connected to the world in a sense, but yeah, and like you're definitely connected. Like everyone's connected, even people who don't know are connected. So it's like, but it's like this journey you've been focusing on, it's definitely been very much about you and the way you feel about things and your perspective on how things are, which it's still a very powerful card. It's like cups, but it's kind of like Five of Cups. It's almost unlimited energy. It's almost like this type of joy doesn't always last. So perhaps your perspective on your journey, you might need to gain some more insight on it. Yeah, perhaps you're gonna get a lot of imbalance from this approach. It's gonna be almost like a false sense of balance. You're gonna be like, okay, well this is what's working for me. Like, okay, I'm doing this journey and look, I'm getting stuff. So that means what I know about this is right. But Nine of Pentacles in reverse gives me reason to believe that it's almost a false sense of security, as if like if you do this 10 out of 10 times you will be successful, is basically. But I think with Nine of Pentacles, using that analogy, it's like 9 out of 10 times you can be successful. You are telling yourself that this is a 100% accuracy thing, when really it's like it's just a possibility, it's just an option. It's a 9 out of 10. It's a high percentage, sure, but it's not a guarantee. There are some other things you might be missing about this. So yeah, it's like, and now we're getting Nine of Cups in reverse. So what you might be missing about this is it's really the full completion of how the spiritual energy works, maybe. How your emotions are connected with it. You might be thinking far more about yourself than the greater picture of like sharing this energy with the world and how it applies to everything is connected. It just seems like you have a very powerful understanding of